Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Stacking Triggers Modern League. Right now, we are trying something different. I'm uploading one on a Saturday, but two, I'm uploading an entire league. All one video. You're going to see each match back to back in this single video. Let me know in the comments if this is the format you prefer to see it in, or if you like it how we've been doing it lately. How we do one video per day, which is a single match in a league, and at the end on Friday you get to see the final results. Today we are playing Temur Adventures. This is a Andrea Mangucci. Yes, I had to look over to check his name spelling. Andrea Mangucci, Mengu, as some people call him. A list that he put together. It's reminds me very much of a Murktide Shell with the Dragon Rage Chandler, Spell Pierces, Preordains, kind of a lot of the same digging potential. But it's a little bit more of a play down a creature and protect it instead of control the board till you can get a big payoff out. So a lot of the stuff here, our threats are going to be Dragon Rage Chandler, Ragadash, the Questing Druid, and a couple copies of Ledger Shredder, it looks like. Also here, we have a Bone Crusher Giant. That is also to be able to, let's see here, damage can't be prevented this turn, so that helps us get around the One Ring. Once our creatures are on the board, so that can help us get around that. Brazen Borrower allows us to bounce anything that we need to, and then hopefully be able to Spell Pierce it or counter it the next turn. Speaking of that, I think that's our actual entire counter street. Nope, not it's not the entire counter suite. We have the Spell Snares for beans and anything that's 2 mana, Spell Pierce, and then 3 counter spells. Our digging potential is Preordain, the Expressive Iterations, both Ledger Shredder and the DRC, and we also have Baubles, mana base 18 lands, no tries. Sideboard pretty basic: Stern Scolding, Spell Pierce, Null, Dress Down, Fury, Alpine Moon, Explosives, and Chalices. But let's stop kind of rambling here and get into the video, and I will see you in match 1. Okay, we are in round 1. We won the die roll, and we're going to play first. Let's see here how we can do. We got 3 lands. Ragavan, Darcy, Druid. We're a little light on protection, but I kind of like it. I'm going to keep. I know Dan told me a rule at one point about this, but I think we're just going to turn 1 Rag. We'll save the Bauble for a Darcy trigger. Oh, and it's burn. Okay. Goblin Guide. Okay, they're going to offer up a trade. I say we reject that. Because we can go... Oh, they're not offering a trade. Okay. So Ragavan is doing a good job. I thought, man, I would have definitely offered that trade up. And we got a Misty Rainforest. That's not fantastic. Let's go ahead and cast Dragon Rage Chandler, Spire Bluff Canal, and then we can cast the Bauble. Ragavan, we're going to put that to the graveyard. Let's look at our top. We got another Darcy. We're not going to do anything. We have time. We have time on our side. We have all of our colors. We have plenty of threats. Eidolon is not that good. That's bad for us. Let's see, we have 2 card types in the yard. Yeah, let's allow it. Look at that, we got a land off of it. I'm gonna allow that hit in. They're probably not gonna block with Eidolon. And I say that's what we do first. Yeah, let's swing with Ragavan. If they block, right? Like, if they block, they block. It's okay. That's a great block for me. I don't know why they're playing the way they're playing. Let's save the questing druid for later. I just have to remember to go fetch with that Misty. All right. So we got a breeding pool. That's good, I guess. All right. And so they have a bunch of land right now. We're down to 16. All right. So now is our time to seek the beast. I don't like it. I kind of want... What do we want? Non-creature. Dang. All right, so we whiffed. We whiffed there. We're going to crack as well. Go get the steam vents. We won't shock it. And they did a Rift Bolt suspend. Okay. Another Questing Druid. So we're not going to play the Questing Druid out. How can we do this here? Definitely playing the Dragon Rage Chandler now. It's going to hurt. I guess we cast the Bauble. It's going to hurt. Ragavan. It's just going to hurt with that thing. Bone Crusher Giant. Let's put that on top. Hit OK. What are they going to draw? A Swift Spear? Okay. So we're not going to be able to use the Spell Pierce next turn. We're in the danger zone. We're going to have to start blocking. No, wait, hold on. We're going to wait. We're going to stomp it on the end step, I think. Okay, and they're going face with the Rift Bolt. And we're definitely gonna block with one of these Starseas this time. Okay, so there they took damage from their Swift Spear. Oh, they now the question is, they have 3 mana, 2 cards. We got a Misty. That's good. This Goblin Guide has done a lot for us. So how do we want to block? They could do 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I think the potential is there. Yeah. Okay, so we're about to take some... How much damage do we take? We take 2 damage. Let's cast our Stomp. Let's see what happens. Do they have instant speed? Oh, we got. That stinks. All right. Preordain. Put in the yard. Yep. What were our next card? But just more lands. What a flood. All right. What do we want? I mean, Chalice on 1 here is typically good, but we have so many 1-drops, I don't think that's going to help us any. Artifact or enchantment spell? That's very narrow. We definitely need more Spell Pierce. We need the Stern Scoldings. I feel like Dress Down's kind of bad. Engineered Explosives might not be terrible. Brazen Borrower is probably okay. Counter spells are okay. Unholy Heats are good. I need to take out 6 things. I feel like we take out Ragavan here. And we still need to take out 2 things. Ledger Shredder will be good here. Maybe 1 Questing Druid. No, Questing Druid helps us dig. Maybe 1 Unholy Heat. And maybe 1 Explosives. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully we can kind of do some work here. We got the turn 1 Stern Scoldings, though. I think we keep that. Yeah. Nope, we don't do anything yet. We just wait. Let's see what they do here on turn 1, opponent. Luckily, this Scolding here hits hard if they're doing a creature, which they are. Let's go grab our... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. But we got the Stern Scolding, so that's good. All right, we got an Unholy Heat also. Cast our Bauble. Creature Fairy Rogue. Non-land permanent. I'm not feeling it right this early. And we'll get Delirium. All right, so they're getting a Boros Charm. All right. So we have a clock now. And we got to draw a Misty Rain Forest. What are they going to do for us here? Yep. If they go face, we ignore. If they go creature, we protect. Okay. So we got another Unholy Heat. We just let the pressure go. We need what? Yeah, we got Unholy Heat stuff as well. So they're probably going to try and do something on our end step. Yeah, they're hitting face. That's fine. You're not killing me yet. I got to protect my threats, right? Like when I start getting down to danger zone, okay, I'll care. Luckily, the Stern Scolding hits Eidolon. Yep, we're going to hit that. Put that on top. That's a good dick spell. Lava Spike to face. Skewer the Critics to face. They got 2 in hand. All right, let's go ahead. Get the breeding pool. Don't pay any life. All right, so we're dead to 2 lightning bolts. Oh, Spell Snare. Oh, I fetched in a dumb way. All right, so now they have 3 cards, and we have 2 counters. Can they do it? They have 2 cards. They are drawing for answers. All right, so we can definitely survive whatever they do next if it's... Yeah, we should be able to, unless it's a... No, we have everything. We have every answer, so we can not take any damage this turn. Lava Spike. I think we spell Pierce that. Put that on top. We want to keep all the counters we can keep. Can we stabilize? They're starting to run out of mana. What are you doing? Do you have... there's no Pyroblasts, so... I don't know what we got here. All right. And so we can draw a counterspell. We just keep going. Hopefully they have nothing but land. This Chandler is working hard. They did draw nothing but a land. Let's counter that. Oh. Bone Crusher. That's a threat. But I don't want it. Are we dead? Okay, so we're fighting for our lives here. They're down to 9. We got 3 more turns. Lightning Bolt off the top would be fantastic. Can't counter it. All right, we're dead to a top deck Lightning Bolt. Or a top deck anything in their deck, basically. That's not great. All right. Let's go ahead, drop that. Hopefully it's only a creature that they get. What'd they get? Are we done? Oh, Rift Bolt. Bad luck. Bad luck. What would our next card have been? Rainforest. And then a bunch of lightning bolts. Ah, dang. If we could have... I would have done an Unholy Heat if we had something to target, but they just never drew another ground threat. And we were stuck with the Spell Snare in our hand. That stank. Oh, well. All right. So how could I have played that better? I don't know. I'm going to have to... Burn is, I think, a toss with this deck, just because there's some counters, but there's just not a lot. Then again, I'm new to the deck, so we'll see as the league progresses how well I do. But yeah, I will talk to you all in the next next match. Welcome back to another Modern League. We have here Temur Fantasticness. We're on the play. And we got Darcy, Ragavan, 2 lands. I think maybe we play Darcy first and we dash the Ragavan next turn. I think that's a good plan. Let's keep this. Yeah, we can shock in the vents and dash the Ragavan next turn, assuming that there's no threats out there to hurt it. Yeah, we're going to shock it in. Let's go ahead and Darcy up. We got to try and dig for answers on things. Let's go. Spell Snare's good. We'll put that on top. Let's look at what they're doing. Welding Jar. Okay. This is going to be an interesting matchup. So I bet they're scales. Pendelhaven, that's a good, and Ancient Stirrings. I think this is scales, based off that Welding Jar. This is a cool looking Pendelhaven. Okay, what did they end up grabbing? A land, Crag Crown, Gruul. What are they playing? All right, so we got a Preordain. Let's just, while we can, dash the Rag. Attack with everybody. Urza's Saga exiled. That's a good exile. All right, so now we have responses we can do. Gruul. Patchwork Automaton? Nope. No, thank you. Spell Snare's coming in handy here. Unholy Heat. That's removal. Let's put it on top. Let's go ahead and dash the Rag. How are they? Oh, they did Ancient Stirrings. That's how they're up so much. Let's go. We got an Ozolith. Yeah, let's just leave everything up. All right, so those were 2 good hits off of Ragavan. They're up to 3 cards. Welding Jar. Okay. Arcbound Ravager. Okay, we can't do anything about it. It's a 1/1 right now. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's try it. We're going to make them use their Welding Jar now. Let's put it into the graveyard. We're desperately needing a land here. All right, so they go ahead and regenerate it and tap it. And they got the Zabab. Zabaz? Zabab. All right. Hey, we got another land. Yeah, let's pay for that. We have 3 card types. I need a sorcery in there. Let's go ahead and preordain. Let's look for another land. I'm starting to think maybe a Murktide wouldn't be too bad in this list, but we'll see. I don't know what they're trying to do. Oh, opponent. So that's a Mishra's Bauble. So we're going to scry 2, then draw. Let's put that in the graveyard, I guess. Because we need more lands. The Gruul land throws me off on this. Okay. Come on. Okay, so Arcbound, when it dies, it's just got modular 1. And it can sack itself. So they can, if I try to kill this Ba, they can sack it to the Ravager to modular itself. Or to get additional counters. Okay. If they could just do anything, that would be nice. Oh my gosh. Let's put one on the bottom, one on top. Okay. I say we just leave it be. The Ragavan, I think we have to kind of leave in our hand for now. Yeah, so they're down to 11. Yeah, we can't really afford to let them do whatever they're going to do. We have to leave some amount of interaction up, I feel like. Come on. Opponent. Mr. Nocturne. Play a little League of Legends there, huh? Mr. Nocturne. We're still down on clock, even though they've been taking a long time. That patchwork was a good counter. Because that would have been a what? It would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. It would have been a 4 at this point. Well, while he's making decisions on what he wants to do, I might as well go look up the scales list. Like, it's probably not going to be exact, but I should be able to figure it out. Okay, so they actually have a bunch of 2-drops. So that will be good for us. Shadow Spear. Well, whatever you're going to equip it to is going to die. Or another Arcbound Ravager. I kind of want to just hit the Ravager. If this is bad, sorry. I don't think... I've only played against Scales like one other time. And that was in paper and not with a deck like this. All right, so they're going to modular 1. Going to swing for 3. Well, in the race, we're doing better. I need an answer to Zabaz. Questing Druid is not an answer. What's Ragavan? If they block it, good for them. Well, they're probably going to block it because they'll get the modular triggers. Or are they going to sack other things? No, okay. All right, so that's now a 4/4. We need an Unholy Heat. That's what we need. They're down to 8. I think I screwed the pooch there. Yeah, I think I screwed up there. I was probably not supposed to attack with the Ragavan. Protect the threats, Bill. Protect the threats. Don't just slam and go, oh no, Blink Moth Nexus. That's bad. It can't attack this turn. Oh, that's a Walking Ballista. Yeah, this game might be pretty much done. Are you going to Shadow Spear? Yep. Yeah, so they're going to gain 6 life here. Now, I don't think they have the ability to... Yeah. They don't have the ability to sack themselves. Let's go ahead and grab an island. I don't want to lose more life. Ugh, 14. Let's cast Seek the Beast. Hopefully we can get Seek the Beast running. Okay, we got Dragon Rage, Spire Bluff. That's Graveyard. Oh, man. That stinks. Well, play the land. Preordain. What do they have? They have an Ancient Stirrings. I'm trying to see if there's anything that we would care about. Let's put the Ragavan in the graveyard. So scrying 2. They have 1 card left in hand. Spell Snare. These would have been perfect another turn. Preordain. Put that in the yard. We're digging for like an Unholy Heat. And that's an Unholy Heat. Put the Spell Pierce on the bottom. Put that on top. How do we use this to the best of our ability here? Do we have a way to empty our yard? No, we don't. We don't have like any way to do that. Maybe Treasure Cruise would be interesting in this because then you could turn Delirium off. Oh, I guess we wouldn't want Delirium turned off though. Okay. So modular 1. Oh, you know what? They don't have the Ozolith? We Unholy Heat now. Put that on top. I want to try and draw that. If I can survive that long. What? I thought modular 1 meant if a modular... I thought modular... I thought modular just meant like you just move 1 token. Oh, nope. That was my mistake. I forgot how modular worked. Yeah, dang. Annuls are perfect here. Spell Pierces, Stern Scoldings, Alpine Moons. Dress Downs are good here. Fury, I feel like, is good. Ragavans, I think, are not as good right now. Bone Crusher, not good. Borrower is. We gotta take 6 out yet. I think I'm just gonna take the baubles. Somebody's gonna yell at me, I know. I have PTSD from playing this, and maybe a counterspell because it's kind of high on their curve. Brazen Borrower I like because Petty Theft can take that thing. Maybe we end up putting a Fury back. Oh, I'm still up too high on one. Take a Lightning Bolt. No, Lightning Bolt hits face. Take an Unholy Heat. Okay, let's play first. We got a Breeding Pool, Alpine Moon, Questing Druid. So we could keep and preordain to try and find the Alpine Moon or the red mana. If we can find the mana source, I think we're good. Let's try it. We'll try to keep it. Because we have a lot of answers here. Oh, and they have a Glittering Cave. They are ahead. We do not have anything in the terms of counterspells right now. Rewarded. Put on top. Put on top. All right. Well, at least we found the thing. Hopefully they play the that one land. Urza Saga. Wow, my brain was going crazy. We knew what they were gonna do. And they got a Patchwork Automaton out, which sucks. But Dress Down can make that better. Yeah, let's go ahead and Alpine Moon. Calling Urza Saga. All right. And I think we just kind of have to take our beats from the automaton. Unfortunate. Yeah, that was unfortunate that they had the extra land in play. It would have been nice to just not have that. All right, so we're up down to 16. All right, good. We're pulling mana sources. All right, so we can mess up that automaton with the Dress Down and Lightning Bolt. There's also an Inkmoth Nexus to worry about now. Let's go ahead. I say we Dress Down. I don't like this automaton getting so big. It's becoming too big of a threat. This is going to drop the ward from it. And we can just instantly kill him. And then when we get to draw a card, all right, we drew a Darcy. Oh, that was actually a decent play. Okay. I didn't... Oh, Bill, good for you. All right, so now we have a Darcy to put out. Got an Expressive Iteration. Play the Chandler. All right, so they got 2 cards in hand. We have a Counterspell and a Questing Druid. So they're going to put a counter on the Hangerback Walker. I can't really do much about that. Let's see here. So with the Walker, okay, so that's a Soul Cauldron. We're going to say no thank you. No thank you to that. We'll put that on top. We want the lands. And then we'll be able to get Delirium next turn. All right, and so they're going to animate and just hit us with a Flying Infector. All right, so we're not going to block. All right, we took 1 infect damages. Play the Misty, crack the Misty. Let's grab a Steam Vents. We'll pay the 2 life. No, we'll save the Expressive Iteration for later. All right, so now we can finally start doing damages. On turn 5. Oh my gosh. Am I just playing this too poorly? All right, so we got the Pathway, an Arcbound Ravager. And it's got Modular. But that's the last card in their hand. We're going to Seek the Beast. Let's go ahead and do it like this. Put that in the graveyard because we're digging for counters. We're digging for counters. So Spell Pierce. Why can't I cast Spell Pierce? Oh, it's a non-creature. Is modular when it dies? Let's see. Enter spell when the permanent dies. Okay. All right. So we can Brazen Borrower at the end step. Oh. Oh, it's a non-land permanent. Gross. Okay, so we might be dead. Petty theft. I wish we had one more mana open. And that Spell Pierce would have hit the Hangerback or the Arcbounder. Let's try and bounce it. I don't think it's going to work. Let's put that on top. We need the life gain. Yeah, he's going to just murder himself. Now, the play he should do... Okay. Okay, it's not... I don't think it's as bad as I think it was going to be. Oh. Oh. Wait, he let it... What? Okay. I think he did that wrong. I think he was supposed to kill the Hangerback Walker. Sorry guys, my brain is just confused. Let's Expressive Iteration first, see what we find. Darcy. Let's put Darcy in the graveyard. Oh my. Put one to hand. We're going to put Ledger Shredder to hand. We're going to put Spire Bluff on the bottom, and I guess exile that. What stinks is we have to play this. Play a Steam Vents. Untapped. Okay. If they block with all three of these Thopters, that's going to be really nice. They don't. Okay. Now, unfortunately, now they get the Hardened Scales. Okay. Okay. We're not the only one who does counters. We're going to discard this Questing Druid. We're going to try really hard to mess up this Ink Moth Nexus. Because what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to animate the Ink Moth, load it up with tokens from the Arcbound Ravager. No, they're attacking. Okay. Let's go ahead and block. Yep, that makes sense. You're putting a +1/+1 counter on your Arcbound Ravager. Okay. Another Unholy Heat. That's good. Let's go ahead, cast our Questing Druid. We're starting to stabilize a little bit here. We're going to hold back the Shredder for purposes. Okay, did we stabilize? Did we stabilize? All right, so we also have a Brazen Borrower that we can flash in if we need to. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Hardened Scales. But that's all they got. Okay, so they have nothing else in hand. They do the Ink Moth. Yep. They attack with everything. Makes sense. Okay. Let's go to blocks. We block the Ink Moth and we block the Arcbound. I think what they're going to do now is they're going to try and... What? What? Okay, they're misplaying. We're going to go ahead and do some stuff. Put on bottom. Okay. So that's a 7/7. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we can do what, 6 damage? Let's go ahead and do a Ledger Shredder. Okay, so now they're going to sack it again. Okay, so they... Oh my god. Dang it. Well, we don't even get a counter for that. Wish we could draw that. Okay, so... Dang. That stinks. All right. Hardened Scales is definitely a difficult matchup. Something we don't have, or at least I personally don't have a lot of experience with. The modular triggers really stink. Dress Down would have been nice in that situation. Too bad we didn't have it. But with that being said, though, let's go ahead and move on to match number 3 and see how well we do. We're currently, which I didn't update from the last one, 0-2. Big sads. I will talk to you in the next match. Hello and welcome back to another Modern League. Here we have the first game of the league where we are not on the play. We don't have any threats except for the Questing Druid. But we don't have a way to cast the Questing Druid either. We have a lot of dig, though. Yeah, let's try it. Let's keep it. Oops. I mulliganed. We will keep this one. Literally looked away for 2 seconds. Let's put the bauble back. I feel like we can find another bauble. Oh, yep. Opponent is going to do their thing. Basic planes. Okay, so we are facing down hammer. Maybe hammer? Weird that they led with a basic planes, and we drew another land. Spire Bluff. Sorcery Speed. Preordain. Nope, we can't pay you. I feel like we have enough lands, and we're just going to go fetch them anyway. Counterspell's good, though. I'm hoping that they don't turn to us. That would be upsetting. The Ink Moth is scary. Okay, so they're going to fetch up their thing. All right, so we got counterspells up. Perfect. So next turn, we just play the Flooded Strand and go. They're going to hit us for 1. All right, so we got a Ragavan. Can't really cast it, so we just play and go. If they try to get us, we just go ahead and counter, because they still have to cast everything. We just counter whatever they fetched up, which I think was a Cauldron Complete. Gross. Now, if they use the Mystic's ability, that's going to be upsetting. Okay, so they're doing a Saga. Yeah, they're using the ability. Yeah, we can't counter that. Maybe I should have Ragged Dashed. Brazen Borrower, please come here. Oh man, this turn 3, 7 damage. This is a fun game. It's all right. At least it wasn't like a hammer going onto an ink moth. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and crack this. Let's go grab our breeding pool, pay the life, seek the beast. No, we're not going to pay your stuff. So draw your card. Spell Snare 2 turns ago would have been nice. And we draw a Steam Vents. So, yep, we're going to go ahead and put that in tapped. Cast the Questing Druid. And I think this is just GG. Yeah, because we can't do anything here. Yeah, just GG. Scry 2, draw card. Put on the bottom. Put on the bottom. We don't even have subtleties or anything. Like, we don't have any free spells. Ragavan or Dragon's Rage would have been nice earlier. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Right, because they got 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 damage. We can block 2 of it. Yeah, so we're going to have to throw our boy in front of the golem here. Or germ. I don't even think there's a way that we board wipe this. I don't think there's anything we got going on. Let's see. Opponent, like, how hard is it to just swing? Forge anew. They're going to make sure we're extra dead. What's this? As long as it's your turn, you may activate this, pay 0. Yeah, that's... All right. And they're going to make it unblockable. Right? Yep. Good game. What would our next card been? That sucked. All right. Urza Sagas. Fury, I think, is actually good here because we can use it to take out all their stuff. Stern Scolding, Spell Pierce, and that. Dress Down 2. And Explosives is good too. No, Explosives is probably bad. Okay. Ragavans, you're out. Ledger Shredders are good because we can use them to block. Taking out these 2. Actually, Brazen Borrower is good because we can bounce a hammer. Baubles, I feel like you gotta go. Let's go down a Druid and a Darcy. We want to play more of a counter game this time. No lands. Gross. No lands twice. Lands. Thank you. We got Spell Pierce and a Dress Down. I got to put 2 back, though. So I think we put the island back. Let's keep this. Put an island back. Keep that. I want to keep the Questing Druid, I think. Let's keep the Questing Druid. Because that'll allow us to kind of cycle through. And get additional cards later. We're holding up Spell Pierce for turn 1 stupid enchantment. Do you shock it? Yeah. Esper Sentinel. Too bad it's a creature. Alright, so there are Esper Sentinels online. Let's grab Steam Vents. Not shock ourselves. Expressive. And we'll just pass through. Alright, so if they have the thing, the creature Stoneforge, we can dress down to prevent the ability. Because I think it's an enters the battlefield ability. What do you got? Another Esper Sentinel. Okay. I can't do that. You're going to swing for 1. Okay. What'd you do? All right, we're going to grab a green source here. Breeding Pool. Yep, we'll pay the 2 life. And now Seek the Beast. Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing nothing about that. Come on. Okay, let me Seek the Beast. All right, so we got Spell Snare and Ledger Shredder. Unfortunate. And an Expressive Iteration. What sucks is we gotta let it die, or we gamble on the iteration. I think we gamble on the iteration. Oops. Let's gamble. C3. Put 1 to hand. Spell Pierce. Are you running Spell Pierce? I want to rage this so bad. Really just want to rage quit on this one. I don't know what I was supposed to do. Was I supposed to play Shredder? Now, they do have to have everything in hand for this to work. Great, we've let them draw so many cards. They got the Thapter, the Thop. Come on. Figure out what you want to do. Pure Steel. Okay. Yeah, and they do not have it yet, but they will have it, I think, if they get a hammer in. Yeah. Of course they get the hammer in. They get to draw a card. Yep, and they get the equip. They're going to deal 12. I think we're done. Ugh. Misty. I don't think there's anything that saves us. I don't think there's anything that saves us. Whoops. I keep doing that. I'm just playing this just to see what we had. My goodness. Yeah, put one in the hand. Stern Scolding. Put Preordain on the bottom. Exile that. Yeah, we're done. We're toast. Just, that was rough. Having to mulligan down twice there. Two no land hands. We couldn't even keep any of that. That was awful. I'm starting to wonder. I think I'm just really bad. We are now officially 0-3. Mengu's list is interesting. He's definitely doing a good job playing it. That's for sure. We are not. I feel like we're hitting all the classics though, right? Yeah. Hardened Scales, Hammer Time. I forget what the first one even was at this point. Oh, Burn. Yeah. We're hitting all the classics. This newfangled stuff just doesn't work with the classics, but I will see you in the next video. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. I said video. I'm going to see you in the next match. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe if you made it this far. Let me know down in the comments. Just say Hammer sucks. Welcome back. We are in round number 4 of our Modern League. I am seeing a 1-land hand, but it's a Darcy hand. So I think I'm going to keep this and hope that it's not a control. Not a control deck of any kind. That's green. Oh, Hardened Scales again. That's odd. I'm going to hold the Spell Snare then for the Automaton, because they're probably going to try and play that Patchwork Automaton first. And then we can go ahead and Darcy on the following turn and hopefully have a land. Hopefully we can get a land. All right, so they got their Grove Doohickey. Another Hardened Scale. Okay. I can't do anything about the Hardened Scales. Ooh, boy. 3 power instantly. End step, we might Lightning Bolt that. Because it's got... Scales ain't got nowheres to go. We're going to crack. Steam Vents. Shock it. Lightning Bolt. Kill it. And those counters don't have anywhere to go. So, and we got that. I kind of want to hold up for Counterspell. Let me see here. They're top. So they have Zabaz. 22 lands. Let's risk it. Let's risk it. I think Spell Snare is an okay keep here. I think they kept a 2-land hand. I kind of want to put that on top. Where are they drawing? No, there's a Boz. That's not good. We can't counter the Zabaz. All right, come on now. All right, so they have 3 lands. Playing the 2 mana spell. Let me spell snare ya. Yeah, I think that's a good spell snare. It's gonna. Yeah. Let's put that down. Gives us delirium. Now there's a boss, and it's gonna be a 3/3. But we also are a 3/3. Misty. Yeah, let's go ahead. Swing with our Chandler. I really hate how Zabaz looks like it's flying, but it's not flying. Oh, but it can. It's just we never use it that way. All right, so they got 2 cards in hand. That's another Zabaz. I think we have to counter it. Let's put that on top. Hopefully they don't have anything else, but they do. It's an Arcbound Ravager. That's gross. How can we do this? Oh, I was supposed to fetch that. Oh, wait, no, I wanted the lightning bolt. Let's grab the breeding pool. Shock it in. I'm trying to think here. Because no matter what we do, I think we're boned. Because we can't kill the Ravager because it's going to modular onto the Zabaz, and the Zabaz will modular onto the Ravager. And what will happen is if I try to hit the Zabaz, the Ravager will sack it to itself. I think I have to play a blocker. I should have gotten a Steam Vents or something. Yeah, I think this is the right play. We have to kind of... Because the Darcy is not going to stop hitting him. Can't believe how often we're seeing scales now. This at least makes it look like we have Counterspell. Oh, Urza Saga, fantastic. All right, so we're going to block. I hate to use the monkey this way. Okay. Preordained. Can we pull another lightning bolt? If we could pull another lightning bolt and land... That's a Ledger Shredder. That's another blocker. Let's see what the thing behind it is. We don't have the other land to play 2 lightning bolts. Put on bottom, put on top. It's at least another blocker. They're probably going to make a construct at the end of the turn. And the construct's going to be a 3/3, I think. Yeah, we're so far behind. I'm going to have Dan give me lessons, coach me on the Murktide shells. And there's the Ozolith. Yeah, so they're pretty much going to go just bananas. Yep, they're going to make their 4/4. Yeah, and I think we just keep blocking. If we get a petty theft, that would be helpful. Yeah, they sacked it. They also ordered that wrong, I feel like. Yep. Are we dead? Yes, we are. We'll just take the damage. That's unfortunate. Let's begin sideboarding. Their curve is exactly where we play, so Chalice sucks here. Engineered is actually good, right? Because it'll blow up 0-cost things. Maybe Fury to kill things while they're small. We saw how well Dressed Down worked. Stern Scolding. Spell Pierce, Annul, Alpine Moon, everything except for 2 cards. Put the Bone Crusher back. The Baubles go back. I feel like Counterspell is almost too slow. Stern Scolding's what? Power or Toughness 2 or less. So 0 is a great number. Alpine Moon. The Raviolis. I feel like even Lightning Bolt was really bad. We'll take an Unholy Heat out. I feel like killing their stuff is bad. You want to stop it from being played. All right, what do we get? Petty Theft? Lots of land. Dress Down. Dress Down. Ledger Shredder. So Brazen Borrower can... let's keep. Yeah, we need to grab a red source as well, even though this is a blue heavy hand. Oh, man. They mulligan to 6. I don't know, like... I don't know the best solution, but this meta is, like, cranking up on these scales, it looks like. Or I'm just getting unlucky. All right, so now it's our turn. Let's Flooded Strand and pass. All right. So they're going to Grove and play Hardened Scales. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Go ahead and grab a Steam Vents. We will not pay the 2 life. Spell Snare. Mana value 2. All right, let's go ahead and play that. And we'll wait and see what happens here. I feel like I can't play the Ledger Shredder just because we have a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So their next play, we can counter it. Spell Snare that. Thank you very much. Alrighty. We got an Unholy Heat. We got 2 card types in the yard. So Unholy Heat can be decent. Okay, Urza's Saga moves to 2. All right, are you going to make a token? Or do you have something to do? What is this? Okay, so you are going to do a thing. Can they? What are you doing? Arcbound Ravager is that's a 0/0. It would modular 1. Unholy Heat would work. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's let that resolve. Because we can just Unholy Heat it here in our end. So we're gonna mess them up here. We're gonna throw them off tempo. We're gonna shock this in. Okay. Let's go ahead and Unholy Heat that. And then let's Petty Theft. Alrighty. Spire Bluff Canal. Okay. I think we just pass. Should have not played that Spire Bluff Canal. Alright, so are you going to make an Urza Saga token? No, you're going to float some mana. Probably get a Shadow Spear? Or an Ozolith. Okay, so they got an Ozolith. Floating some mana. And they're playing a thing on green. Play their Hardened Scales. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Is it going to be a... Okay. Okay. That works. Okay. Please don't be the automaton. All right. We're going to dress down that. Because they're going to be on 1 then. They're going to be on 1 card with nothing. All right. Okay. And yep, go to our turn. Spell Pierce and Preordains. Let's go ahead, shock in the Breeding Pool. Play a Ledger Shredder. And we're going to Preordain as well. Looking for some removal. Or counter magic. I like the straight up counter spell. Put that on top. Put that on top. We're going to draw both. Okay. Perfecto. All right, we're doing well, I think. All right, so they're just going to do a whole bunch of Hardened Scales. We have a lot of counters, though. Yeah, do that. Unholy Heat. Let's discard the Unholy Heat. And let's counterspell the Ravager. Perfect. All right, so they're down to 0 cards in hand. They can't draw anything. All right, and then let's just go ahead and attack and start putting our clock up. All right. What's nice is we should be able to get Ledger Shredder to connive if they... Oh. Oh, come on. Let's go ahead and attack. I'm just kind of leaving the Brazen Borrower so we can try and get a connive trigger on the Ledger Shredder for when we go and counter something. You thought wrong, buddy. All right, so they're going to make a construct, which is just a 2/2. Unholy Heat, Lightning Bolt, anything like that would be nice. Welding Jar. Welding Jar sucks, but I'm okay with it. Oh my god, these lands. Luckily, too, like we're... Oh, I clicked through the attack step. That might cost me. All right, so I think they're going to make another construct. What are they going to get? Probably a Shadow Spear? At least they won't be able to, unless they drew a land, they won't be able to attach the Shadow Spear. Oh, no, they did. It's a Boz. That's unfortunate. All right, so we can do 6 power. And they have, what, 10, 14? They have 14 power to our 6. Oh, my God. We're not going to block. I think we have to end step our Brazen Borrower. I don't want to crack these Misties because, you know, it's going to suck. Annul. Dang. I think they got us. Maybe I should have countered the Welding Jar. I couldn't counter the Ozolith. I forgot the land can get them a modular creature. All right. So I think we have to block here. That's unfortunate that we have to block. Oh, Brazen Borrower can't block. Oh, can only block things with flying. So that sucks. So we're about to take 9 at a minimum. Yeah, we're going to annul that. Cast something else, please. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they're 14 damage. We're going to take 9. Or 10? I can take 10. And no, the Ledger Shredder won't survive. Yeah, we might as well just block here. Dang. They just go too fast. Let's see. Unholy Heat. Too late. Unholy Heat's too late here. They're probably just going to Welding Jar it. We can, like, reduce this. Yeah. Yeah, we're just done. We're dead. Dead on board. Well, now we are officially 0-4. Starting to wonder if I'm cut out for these types of decks. Yeah. The opponent is confused why I counter my own thing. Yeah, I'm just letting him know I'm here. I'm dead on board, and was just having fun by countering my own spell. Yeah, Stern Scolding, like we were able to fend it off, but not well enough. Not well enough. Unfortunate. Yeah. All right. Well, we are 0-4, and I will see you all in the final video. Can we get the big old goose egg? Are we that bad? Okay, welcome. Final match. Are we going to goose egg? Not liking this. We're going to mulligan. This is maybe better. We have at least threats. I think we're going to keep that. Bottom the bauble. We don't have any counter spells. We have a little bit of removal. I think we're going to preordain here. Dan, help me. Help me with these shells. On top. We're just going to draw an expressive iteration next turn. Urza. Okay. All right. I'm okay with this. That does hurt our delirium, but I don't think Unholy Heats do anything for that. Let's go ahead, pay the 2 life, and pass. Yep. Reason I didn't expressive iteration is I wanted to do the Seek the Beast next turn. Or this on the opponent's turn. Do they just naturally have it? We're definitely bringing in Blood Moons. Okay, so Misty and Unholy Heat. Counterspell. Counterspell's a good draw. Yeah, I think we just pass. Because really, I think we start humming around 4 mana. Yeah, they had it. They just had it. The Oblivion Stone? The Oblivion, no. The One Ring, I don't care. Like, we're far enough behind at this point on mana that I'm okay with that. Yeah, and then they're going to go to end step, and we're just going to fetch it. We're going to fetch our green source from Breeding Pool. Not going to pay the 2 life. Draw land? No, a bauble. We really need another land. I kind of want to save for the Ledger Shredder, though. We have the counterspell. I think I need to keep it up. Because they're either going to have Ballista, Karn, or something big and scary. Especially with all these cards they're drawn. What do we get? I can't believe they just had it and they they just had it. Karn Liberated. Karn Liberated, huh? I guess we counter it. Yeah, we don't want that. I think they only run one of them. 2 mana, I don't think they can really do much. Get rid of the Misty. What do we get? Of course it's a tapped land. You know, I think we're at the point, though, Let's cast the Ledger Shredder. I think we can do this now. Cast a Bobble. Put that on the stack. If it's a land, I'm going to be so upset. Damn it. I'm putting the land in there. I forgot about Warping Whale. Typically, they only run one of those. They're going to get another mine. We are pretty close to done here. Like, just being able to come back from this is going to be rough. I think this is the Handshake Tron, though. They do not have Gigantha, which means they probably have Dismember. So he probably would have, whatchamacallit, my boy probably would have eaten a Dismember anyway. You can just draw a card with that. Oh, hey, a Wormcoil Engine. Look at you. Look at you go. I'm happy for you. Chromatic Sphere. Yep. Ancient Stirrings. And they got Karn the Great Creator, but they don't have the mana to cast it. I want to exile a land, because those are easier to put in the graveyard than a lot of other things. Oh, my. Oh, look, a Ragavan. Too bad we can't cast it, because we got to hold up our counterspell for something. Petty Theft here would have been good. Put one into your hand. Darcy, maybe? On the bottom. Exile. Play the exile. All right. Let's go ahead and cast the Ragavan. Right, we have counter magic up. If they have another Warping Whale, that'll be sad. Yeah, take damage from your One Ring. Hopefully you don't have another. Oh, wait, you draw so many cards that you just do find another one for the Legend roll. Yeah, I'll exile a card. That's fine. Yeah, we're not blocking that. Why would we block that? It's just silly right now. Oh no, Karn the Great Creator. Really? Really? You're gonna make the One Ring a stupid creature? I can't believe you. I can't believe you done this. Man, they just naturally have Tron. Every time. Let's play our Darcy. Darcy is never going to get to be big enough, so I think we just... yeah, draw your stupid cards. And this Wormcoil Engine is just going to do a fantastic job for them. Oh, I'm so salty. I've recorded this entire league in one shot. Maybe that's why I'm a little upset. Portal to Phyrexia, okay. Yeah, we're just going to counter that. I don't need none of that baloney. What do we get? Oh, preordain. I'd like to draw it, yeah. Yeah, F that Portal of Phyrexia. Exile all graveyards, draw a card. Yeah, we're gonna block you there. We ain't silly. We ain't silly. Oh, look, a walking ballista for 2. Okay. So we can unholy heat the ballista. Yeah, we're going to do that. I know they're going to take out the monkey, but at least I can get in with the questing druid. Yep. Go ahead. Take out the monkey. Yep. Deal some damage to my face. That's fine. Let's go ahead. Preordain. Maybe there's a petty theft we can find. Bone Crusher Giant is interesting. The Darcy is a blocker. We're going to put the Crusher on the bottom. Yeah. Let's go ahead, pay the 1. Oh yeah, it is good to do that because then the questing druid gets bigger. All right, let's go to combat. Kill the Karn. They probably have another one though. And we are pretty much set here. We at least have a blocker. We gotta have to at least put the fear of counterspell into them. Man, this is a rough league. Yeah. Put in the graveyard. All right. So we're going to have another blocker next turn. So they're going to reveal an artifact. Wish I had Counterspell. That would have been nice. Cityscape Leveler. Ay. What does the Leveler do again? They're going to destroy my... Yeah, why? Why not? Why not? Why not be able to just kill the only thing? Let's go ahead and block that. Oh, 5 mana. What are you casting? Another 1 ring? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you don't want to take too much damage from your 1 ring. Oh, and you need protection, right? Yeah. It's not like you're at 23 life. It's not like you're at 23 life. And a relic. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm so sassy right now. Oh, are you gonna make me do the relic thing? Oh, a Spell Pierce. I could have used that like at the beginning. Spell Pierce is terrible in this matchup. All right, go ahead, cast Questing Druid. Play the Spire Canal. Play the Ragavan. All right. At least we're working on sequencing, right? I just feel like this is not fast enough of a deck, and that we have no answers. Like, once things hit the field, there are no answers, and you can't. I feel like this just doesn't have enough to be able to pull you through. Or you need some form, I think, of pitch spells for the early game. Portal to Phyrexia. And we're dead. All right. Let's go ahead. Alpine Moon. We're going to aggressively mulligan for that. Dress Down will be good. Because then we can at least try to kill the thingy. What's it called? The Wormcoil Engine. Annuls are good. Spell Pierce is bad here. I don't care what y'all think. Spell Pierce is bad, except for in the first couple of turns. Spell Snare is also bad. Scolding. Power or toughness 2 or less. That's bad too. We need to cut one more thing. Like Borrower and Giant are actually both really good. Let's cut an iteration. Yep. We run it. Let's keep it. Yeah, let's keep this. Shock it. Darcy's turn 1. It's going to take them a couple turns to set up. I swear, if they naturally have it again, I'm going to be so upset. Okay, there's an expedition map. Like, map, I could see an argument there to hold a null for the map, but they need other pieces. Oh, they just have it. This is not a threat. I don't care. I can fill my graveyard decently. Let's go ahead and play that. I should have probably done something else. Like, I should have fetched with for my Fledgestrand, but yep, go ahead, grab your thing. You got your power plant. You have everything that you could possibly want. Chromatic Sphere, that's fine. Do your digging. Stirrings is good. Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. We need to find a counterspell and fast. Oblivion Stone. Let's unfortunately annul the Oblivion Stone. Put the Ledger Shredder on top. Good. Crack this. Go get a breeding pool. Pay the 2 life. Seek the Beast. Yep, let's put that down. Oh, counterspell would have been a good draw. That's unfortunate. All right, so I think here we expressively iterate. Looking for a land. Put that in the graveyard. Let's dig. Okay, so we have Unholy Heat. Question Drew goes to hand. Unholy Heat. Misty. Boop. Put Misty down. Let's go ahead and attack to cause them to pop the Termod's Crypt. Yep. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and bobble. Put it into the graveyard. What really sucks is we're not going to be able to figure out here. Let's just look and make ourselves mad. Preordain. Okay, I'm not mad. Okay. So we're either going to seek the beast or dress down. They're going to cast something big. Karn. Luckily, we can kill the Karn rather quickly. Ensnaring Bridge? I say we just kill the Karn. Oh, cancel. Sacrifice that. Steam Vents. Shock it. And then just kill the Karn. Let's see here. That's 4 card types. Put that on top. We're going to want that. Let's see. We put 1 card in their hand. Sundering Titan. We have dress down for that. Sundering Titans, okay. Yep, we're going to pay the 2 life. Let's go ahead and cast the Questing Druid. Start building up our guy. And Dragon Rage Chandler. Start building up our guy. Warping Whale. Dismember. Okay. Unfortunate. All right. All right, we're catching up. It's becoming difficult because we're starting to run out of cards. All right, so they're probably going to Sundering Titan now. We're going to dress it down. We're going to dress down that Sundering Titan. No, they're going to Ugin. That sucks. I was all prepped. What? Each permanent. Each. How is that a fair card? Oh my god. I didn't know what was happening. I should have... Okay, we got 4 card types. Unholy Heat's going to hit. All right, Questing Druid. We're casting you. Expressive iteration. I think we have to let you fall. Right? Deal 6. Yeah, get out of here. All right. So he's probably going to Sundering Titan next. Stupid Ugin. We're at least giving it our all. Right? Like I've got heart. Yeah. Oh, I'm just desperate at this point. I just really want, like, we've hit so many classics though, right? This league we had Burn, we had Hardened Scales twice. Tron now, and then there was Hammer. We're going to cast down here. Blue and blue. Now what stinks is when it leaves, it'll take cards out too. All right, so Dress Down's gone. What do we draw? If it's another land, I'll be sad. Preordain. Put that on the bottom. Put that on the top. We're just going to dig more. Hopefully we can find a Petty Theft. Counterspell and Lightning Bolt. Bottom. Dress Down. I can make that work. Let's play a land. Go to combat. We'll attack. Oh, you're so eager to block. Boop and boop. And then we could go ahead and hit that. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that to bottom, put that to top. Jesus, take the wheel. Yield through this turn. We're at 30 cards. They're at 42. We have seen way more of our deck. The One Ring. Okay. Draw your cards. That works for me. All right. So hopefully we can draw into another threat. Oh no, an expedition map. All right, they're down to 3 cards in hand, though. That's a Ragavan. We'll play the Polluted Delta, and let's dash the Rag. Here we go. Oh, shoot. I forgot about the One Ring protection. Oh my gosh, I'm late. I'm mentally tired. That was a misplay. I mean, now they know we have the Ragavan, unfortunately. Shoot. All right, so they're going to Karn it, and they're going to probably animate the One Ring. No, they're going to reveal an artifact. We have gone through 10 more cards. Worm Coil Engine. We can bounce and play Brazen Borrower. Assuming we have a fetchable land. Oh no. Shoot. Let's petty theft this. Put that back. We ain't dealing with this baloney. Hopefully we can draw a counterspell for when they try to play it again. Come on. Come on, please. They're going to draw some cards. Okay. I don't think they have anything that gives that protection. Let's see. Counterspell, please. No counterspell. We're going to dash the rag. We have a chance for counterspell with the questing druid. Come on. Let me attack. Let's not let them minus again. All right. Worst case, they don't do anything. All right. So they're going to lose some life. We're doing pretty good. All right. So they got their worm coil. Let's go ahead and see what we can seek. We do get the counterspell. Perfect. All right. Oh, they just had another, didn't they? They just had to have it. Grant, they draw a lot of cards. I get it. Oh, man. That's rough. Yeah, they're going to animate the One Ring. Polluted Delta, Spire, Bluff Canal. Let's go ahead play our questing druid. We don't have any counters. Cast that. Let's go ahead and then Ragavan. Try to figure something out, I guess. All right, so we're up to three counters on the questing druid. They're down to 7 life, but they're gonna go up to 13. They're gonna go up to 13. Okay, well, that borrower can't do nothing. So I have 5. They'll be at 13. Okay. I think we just take it. Right, we don't have much. Oh, what are they going to go grab? Portal of Phyrexia? Yeah, they did. Good job, Tron player. Good job. You're able to make me sacrifice my 3 creatures. I don't know if I'm just playing this wrong. I don't know. Dan, I know you're going to watch the video. Help me, Dan. How do I do the thing? Is it because I don't have Termagoyf? Right? It has to be because I don't have Termagoyf. We are definitely going to big fat 0 this league, though. Man, oh man, what a waste of my brain. I mean, we're gonna go out swinging, so. Right, we're gonna make them swing every single time. Just keep losing life. Oh, Sundering Titan. I'm just gonna concede. I'm done. I can't. Like Chandler, Shredder, Ragavan, Misty. How does this deck, like, you... Okay, all right. I am having a conniption. We are 5-0. This is probably one of my worst leagues. Big old 5-0. I am gonna take a minute. I'm gonna cool off, and I will see you in the post league wrap up. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. This is again, this is all one big video. This is the first time that we've kind of done something like this, so would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. As far as the deck itself, I have some thoughts. And this is from somebody who's very inexperienced at the kind of more, like, it's not really control, but the thought process of, oh, I should counter this or that, but not this, right? So I'm very used to decks where you just jam and go. And you just hope that you're fast enough and that you're big enough to be able to take your opponent out. Very aggro style of type of a player. That's me. So branching out into this more, I'm going to hold mana up and do things on my opponent's turn is very weird for me. Although I feel like you only have so many answers. I did watch the Mengu video on this, and his big philosophy is that you need to counter things before they become a problem on the battlefield. Let's see, how many counter spells are in the main board? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 counter spells in the main board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 removal. Okay, 7 traditional removal, and then we have removal with Bone Crusher Giant and a removal with Brazen Borrower. So 9 removal, 7 counter spells. 9 removal, 7 counter spells. That's a lot. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. I like the deck. I feel like the threats are fairly weak by the time we get them deployed. Even Dragon Rage Chandler, it was usually turn 4 or 5 before Darcy was online. I think this is more of a consider. Maybe consider instead of something else. I don't even know, but I feel like consider needs to be in here to help fill your graveyard for Dragon Rage Chandler. I also think maybe having, like, when you start to stall out, it would be nice to be able to make use of that graveyard. So either Murktide or Treasure Cruise, even, something to kind of, like, make a bigger threat, make use of your graveyard, because your graveyard is getting so full. That game against Tron, we had seen over 10 cards more than our opponent. And the sideboard, I feel, is, I don't know what the sideboard's geared towards, if I'm honest here. I know Chalice of the Void and Engineered Explosives are kind of for Rhinos. Campus Renovation, never mind. These seem like they're geared more towards Rhinos, because I feel like Chalice of the Void feels so bad. Because not only are you casting a bunch of 1-drops, but everybody else you're playing against is casting a bunch of 1-drops and 2-drops. So if you do Chalice of the Void on 1 or 2, you're turning off your deck. So I'm not even sure, like, other than playing it on 0, or maybe turning it, like, once you get to 6 mana, putting it on 3. I'm not sure. Not sure here. But yeah, I think I will have Dan kind of walk me through a little more of the philosophy on, like, here's what you counter, here's what you don't. because everybody's, there's no bad cards in people's decks typically. People, each card has a purpose to either get them closer to their goal or not. And it's like, do you let them get closer, or do you counter the goal itself, right? Maybe in Tron you counter getting closer, so like Expedition map, but when they have natural Tron, you're just boned. But maybe with scales though, right? Like scales, everything's a threat because everything's got modular. I don't know. But wrapping up, stopping my rambling, I can see this being fun if I understand a little bit more about how to play this style of deck, this tempo. It's a tempo deck. The only tempo deck I played was in for a very short amount of time in Standard. It was the Hottie Jin and the whatchamacallit, Tolarian Terror deck, where you could just like, it's either you draw a bunch of cards or you counter a bunch of cards. That's kind of like the thought of the deck, and then you just slam things and go. Anyways, Modern's much more complex. Modern has free spells. I often felt myself asking for free spells in this, just because you have so much blue. I feel like you could support a couple, but like you're tapped out early, and that's when a lot of the threats are coming in. The free spells would have been really nice. But enough of my rambling. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me how I could have played better. I am like beyond flabbergasted that I went 0-5 and didn't get a single win. I played a different version of this deck earlier in the week and went 2-3, so I was thinking maybe I would do a little better, but I don't know. This version does not feel optimized. I feel it feels very clunky. But yeah, that's also just my thoughts. Again, I'm more of just aggro go. But I will talk to everybody in the next video. I don't know if it's going to be released tomorrow, or if I'm going to be just doing one video this week. But I will talk to you all next time, and have a good one.